Alright, so Power BI meets John Wick. Okay? You know, how can we make this more exciting, do you reckon? Yeah? I mean, it's a bit of a worry, right? But 76 Beaver Street, across the road from the Continental, is overdue their water assessment, right? That's a worry to me. You know, John Wick, take care. All right, lads and lasses, welcome along. Weekend work, number 11. 11 already. Wow. Right? Want to have a look at this. What we've got is we've gone through some concepts here, like tooltips that are there, right? And you've got the basic ones that kind of are really difficult to see, you know, especially with a map, right? They don't do well for you, right? And then we can build some, like this one here, right? And then lastly, we've got some drill throughs to proper stuff, yeah, with like a right click thing, okay? So we now know, right, what's going on around John Wick, where the water is, you know, how the Continental's managing. I'm guessing they don't have a water tower because I could find no record of them having a water tower in all the stuff I checked today, right? Across the road, there is one, and it is overdue an assessment. So, yeah. Didn't have somebody did something that they're not telling anybody, yeah, you know, but someone upset Baba Yaga, eh? So, tell you what, right, how about we cut an hour into Power BI desktop and we'll take a look and see what we can come up with, yeah? Champion. All right, so hopefully you recognize this, yeah? This is kind of what we built in the first video of the day, okay? Weekend work looking at M. If you haven't watched it yet, I'd recommend having a watch of it first, yeah? But you don't need to know, right? If you haven't, don't worry. Okay, all we've done is we took the calculated columns that we've built before and we've put them into M. Okay, great, easy peasy, right? And I remapped this map now using the right things that New York has in terms of their rules for when it's all right to have your water towers inspected and the amount of gap. Right, basically has to be the same calendar year. So what we've done is we've now got a calendar year based KPI in here. Right, and it's good if you've been assessed this calendar year. Obviously, it's January now, so not many people have. Right, it's due, so obviously, you know, you haven't had one yet this year, is yellow. Right, and the rest of them, oh, you naughty people, man, naughty people. Right, what I noticed when I had a Dixie at this, like, tell you, right, went right in here, had a proper Scooby. Right, and it was like, oh, there's a little green there. Well done, that person. Can't tell who they are though, because I've just got that long coordinates in there, right? What I saw when we looked in properly, because it's important to know where the Continental is, obviously, you know, being, you know, if I'm ever in New York, I know where not to go, you know, if I'm going checking in at the Continental, I might be in the wrong hotel. I didn't carry pockets full of gold. Strange that, right? But there, across the road from the Continental is a red. It's overdue, right? And they've only got one tank as well. Nice to know. Right, so a little tip there for you. Anybody wanting to know, that there is the Continental. Okay. So how do we do this? What can we do to try and make some more understanding out of this? Right, it's not difficult. Tooltips go a long way with that. So let's set up a tooltip first. So we'll create a new page. Right, just click on the plus. I'm going to rename this TT, tooltip. Right? Just that's how I roll with these things. Yeah, TT. Right. The other thing I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to create a label for it. Right. A new measure. I'm going to call it TT label, and I'll just fly through doing it now. Okay. All right, so we've created here some variables basically for each of the parts. We've got the street number, the street name, and of course the borough, right? So it just gives us an address here, doesn't it? Nice little address piece. So what we're going to do is just concatenate that into a decent string. Not rocket science this late, is it? All right, so we've written a measure now, okay? Next thing, right now, this is far too big, Okay, you can write custom size ones. Okay, but Power BI, it hasn't. It's got you covered here, man. Don't you worry, mate. Got you covered, sorted. Right. You can go in, and you've just got the page selected. You can come through here, and you've got page size. Right, and in here we can select tooltip. Okay, it's still massive, man. It's stupid. Right, you'll find if you go into the view menu that you're zoomed in, making it full screen. Okay, what you need to be doing is changing it so you're just looking at it in terms of its size. Yeah, so actual size. Right, it's that size, which is that's not so bad now, is it? Right. I'll leave it at fit the page for now, just so it's easier to see. Right. Next thing you've got here on this right hand side. We'll zoom in a bit. You can see we've got, is it a tooltip? And now where you're going with this, now you're thinking, yeah, it's a tooltip. So if we're going to say, why, aye, that's a tooltip, that'll make things much easier, wouldn't it? So we take it's a tooltip. Right, and then back here, what do we need to do for it? We know it's a tooltip and it's going to be based on if it's bin, used as a category, yeah? If it's business identifier, the building identity number, yeah, it's what we're going to use, right? Then let's start laying this out, right? Now, the simplest place to do it, I'm just want it simple. So I'm going to put in an inspections count. Tell you what, let's make that like that. I was looking at this earlier and I've got some duff going with me format here. So I'm just going to all right, so we've got this now built, okay? It's a simple little report. It's not, like, I don't understand what you're doing, right? What we need to do is we need to tell the visual that we've got that we want to use this as a tooltip for it, okay? We can see the important thing is we've got here that we're going to use bin as a category, right? Which is what we can tie it to with this. So what we're going to do is we can come over. Oh, not the overview. It was gone back to a page one, and we've got here, right? So for this visual, what we need to do is we need to tell it to use this tooltip. And this is something you really is encouraged to do, right? Tell it we want to use TT as a tooltip. And now if you hover over, we get the TT tooltip. Okay, so for here, we can see for 189 to 02, 64th Avenue, Queens, right? Tanks 1 and 2 have been inspected 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, right? That's the structure that I've gone with, yeah? I think that feels like it makes sense. Don't know what you reckon, but, it's quick and dirty, this, isn't it? You might do better with yours, right? So now if we zoom in and we're going back to the Continental where John Wick's trying to evade international spy ring, terrorist, psycho people, right? Other assassins in that kind of ilk, right? We can see where it is, yeah? 76 Beaver Street, Manhattan. We've got 6 inspections going back 2015, 16, 17, 2 in 18, and 1 in 2019. So we might be looking at that going, oh, why did they have 2 in that year? We need to do some more on that, don't we? And this is where the next level comes in, isn't it? Right? I need to do more with me zoom, right? Not me zoom, sorry, with me drill. So I've got like a nice way of expanding the data, giving me that more information just by hovering over it, right? A zoom makes all the difference, right? Unfortunately, one of the things you see sometimes, this visual still doesn't really support right-click drill through, right? So, well, that's fine, because I don't think we're going to lose out if we do this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to the side. Oh, we zoomed out a bit because we're restructuring everything, right? But I thought, well, this would make sense to do anyway, wouldn't it? Okay, so if we put in a table of stuff and we'll put in a table with bins and then with the label that, man. Bins label, I want this to be a table. Okay. And then last but not least, let us put in the status, yeah? Right, and this now gets us a basic piece where we can start to look at what's going on. Right? So how would we do the drill through component to that? Right? Easy. Let us create this table again, right? So I've created a new page, right? I'm going to call it details. I'm going to say this is a drill through page. We want bin. So I'm dragging bin in here. I can now pick something and it'll highlight and start to cross highlight the two. Okay. So I am using a lot more. I use this map more than any of those because this is the one that Microsoft are developing now. And this is by far and away their better one that they've got in the offering. So I'd recommend you use it, but be careful because there's some things it doesn't do well. But you can see with the other maps where they're heading with this. So if we're going back to our streets, right, if we click on it, right, you'll see when we click on this, right, 76 Beaver Street, and oh, 76 Beaver Street, I want to know more about it, right? It filters that, right? So once we get like the drag select filtering, we'll be able to like pick an area, we'll get these are the ones that relates to, yeah? We can then go in and say, right, I want to right click on that, drill through, take me to the details page on it, and we can see exactly what's happening. So it's been the same inspection company, the same firm. We can see kind of what's going on with it, you know, that we could choose to do inspections on the 27th of July. So that might be something's not right with that. You know, was it maybe it's going on? So that's where you'd say, well, I need to look more at this. Yeah. What's that next level down that we can do? So now you know, yeah? You know, John Wick, he needs to be careful, doesn't he? He wants to avoid Beaver Street. Different going down Beaver Street, John. Might be dangerous. The water there is terrible, right? I don't know it's terrible. I'm just saying that it hasn't been inspected last year. There might be a very good reason for it, given that their inspections seem to be in July, when America was largely still in lockdown and a lot of things like that. So I'm under no illusions here, and there's a significant number of places that still haven't been inspected, okay? So I'm casting no dispersions on them and their water. And it's a fictional world. John Wick's not real. So, you know, give your head a shake, people. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. I hope you're loving the channel. I know I'm enjoying doing it, right? You start to see stuff appearing on the website. You can see we're starting to really ramp up how we support the Geordie Intelligence website. Getting more stuff in there, pushing more formula into it, more details, and I'm going to start trying to put more additional, well, secondary videos or extension videos in there as well, just to give you that little bit of extra information about it. Okay. Doing that, obviously, that's all going to be behind the membership. It was set up for it, so, you know, like and subscribe, head on out to the website, check out the membership. I've put a discount code in the membership down below. So, you know, see the membership there, 50% discount. I'm kind of doing a bit of a soft launch on it. I need to figure out, is it the right thing? Does it work for everybody? So, you know, let us know if it's not working, if it's rubbish, you know, tell us. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to sort out a way to make the channel pay for itself. So, don't worry. Anyway, like and subscribe down below. Let us know your thoughts. If there's out you want to know, you know, ask. If in doubt, reach out, as I say. Take care. Have a great weekend. Ta-da.